Anybody here yet? Nobody yet. Get some good. That gives me a chance to. I know there's a football game on right now, a very important football game, so I kind of feel like we're probably not going to get a huge crowd tonight, but that's okay. Is the audio okay? I got a new microphone, so I'm not real sure if it's working correctly. Hopefully, we have some audio. Hey, Robert, what's going on? Trying to get organized here. It's 7:30 right now, so we got two people. I wasn't, I don't know. I know there's a big football game on, so see if we get any action here tonight at all. I stopped watching the NFL a couple of years ago, so I know that's a very huge football game, and we shall see it. One person. Well, damn. I didn't check to see if I got very many views on my video that I put up earlier. I haven't been back to look yet, so hopefully a few anyway. Did one of these live chats, was it Thursday night, I think, for a little while, just for like an hour. Had quite a few people, which was cool. So, and I was surprised by that because it was kind of impromptu. I kind of decided to do it just, I guess, a couple hours beforehand because I wasn't feeling well. It was colder than hell out, and I didn't have the energy or the weather to do much video wise. So, we got 5 people. Is the audio okay? Can you guys hear me at all? I got this new microphone, and I tested it out a little bit in a messenger chat earlier to make sure it was working okay. It sounded halfway decent. Thank you. Thanks, Justin Hubbard. I'm glad that it sounds okay. Four people. What do we want to talk about today, guys? Anything? I don't really have a lot lined up as far as subjects to talk about, kind of like last week and like Thursday, just kind of come in and see what people want to talk about, because I feel like if we do a specific subject, that we're probably going to end up going off on a bunch of tangents anyways. And from other live chats that I've participated in, not that have been mine, but just that I've chatted in, it never goes really where the guy doing it wants it to go. So it ends up going off in different areas anyway. So I figure we just do that and see if anybody has any questions or opinions on things or news that they've heard of in the car world that I haven't, or anything up with their channels that they got going on would be perfectly fine to talk about your channel or anything you got upcoming. Go for Chuck's Games. What's going on? Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that comes in. We all NFL fans here or no? Or anybody watching the game right now? TDJ, what's up, Joey? We just dodged a big snowstorm. Yeah, we did too. It went north of us. We got the cold and the crap with a little bit of icy drizzle, but the big snow went northeast of us. So, Kovacs Games is not a NFL fan. Justin Herbert says, "Go Patriots." I'm in Kansas City Chiefs country here, and kind of torn between Chiefs and Broncos here where I live. But of course, right now the Chiefs are playing well, so the Broncos suck right now. So, Chiefs are a big thing around here. Not the NFL is not really big where I live. Everybody's Nebraska Cornhusker fans. College football is like 10 times bigger here than the NFL is. So, no snow there. Where are you at? Go for Chuck's Games. Yeah, Tom Brady's pretty awesome. You got to hand it to him. You get tired of watching the same guy win all the time, but he deserves it. He's the best quarterback I've ever seen play. And I used to say that John Elway was the best quarterback I'd ever seen play, but I had to put him second now. So. What do I think about the CUDA rumors? I don't know. I mean, I hope they're true. I did some videos like a year ago or 9 months ago, a couple different times on the CUDA, and the pictures I was showing are the same pictures that they're showing now on these other videos. I was showing that same stuff a long time ago, and with a grain of salt, who knows? I hope there's a CUDA coming, but who knows? You don't know what FCA is up to, and there's certainly no real proof of anything other than videos on YouTube and rumors. So. It'd be great if there was. I don't really know if it makes a lot of sense for them to do that, but Hellacious J, I'm glad you enjoyed my videos. I love your channel. That was a great video, man. I loved that. I was laughing. Good videos. Good channel. That was good stuff. Hi, Octane Hemi. What's up, bro? Hey, man. How you doing? Did you guys get nailed to snow down there? Alan Osborne, what's up? Hey, we got 11 people. Cool. No snow. Yeah, we got just very little dusting and some icy rain kind of stuff. The snow from last week's still on the ground, but this last storm just missed us, and yeah, it's just cold. Today wasn't quite as cold. We were up to like 28 today, so it wasn't miserable. But yesterday was really, really cold, and I think it was 8 or 10 degrees, and then there was wind too, so it was, I think, 0 or below with the wind chill, so it sucked. But yeah, 50 in Central Florida. I got to get down there. -3 in Flint, Michigan. Michigan's always cold, man. I remember being in Mayo, Michigan. We have a cabin on the Osabo River up there, and it was late June. Woke up in the morning, and it was I believe it was below freezing, and this is in June. It got up to like 55 or 60 degrees that day later on, but yeah, when we got up in the morning, it was below freezing. It was colder than hell. It was in June, and we were out there. Didn't pack a lot of clothes for super cold weather. I think I had a jacket or something, but it gets cold. Hellacious J lives outside Waco, Texas. Yeah, I bet if it snows, everybody loses their mind. They probably don't know how to drive in it either, so everybody gets panicky. No grip with your Shelby Gopher trucks? Yeah, I would imagine. Probably not. The cold. I went out in the Scat Pack for a short trip today, and I lost traction a little bit. Just the ground was just so cold, and tires are cold. There really wasn't much in the way of ice or wetness on the ground, but everything was just so cold. I mean, I didn't go crazy with it, but you could feel it a couple times. I was like, oh, yeah. It doesn't. They don't. You got to be careful for sure. You can still drive them, but you got to be careful. Hellacious J has no grip with his Hellcat, regardless of the weather. Yeah. How big of tires do you have to put on a Hellcat to get any grip? Let me get this damn phone out of my pocket. It's driving me crazy. Try not to make too much noise there. Okay. What is that name? Payne Edge? Payne? Anyway, hello from DC. Hello to you. Thanks for being here, man. 60 in California from Brian. I wish I was somewhere where it was 60, but Gopher Trucks has 718 at the wheels. Wow, nice. Very nice. Pharaoh Ray. Hey, Joey, how's it going, dude? How you doing? I'm doing good. Just got over being sick. Some of it's still kind of hanging around. I still have that kind of weak feeling. But other than that, doing good. I'm glad to see this many people in here. I was surprised. I thought with the game we might not get anybody. So thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, I've been taking vitamin C, and I try to do the Zicam zinc treatments and stuff when it first hit, but I didn't do it enough. And usually that kind of knocks it out. It makes it a real short cold, but I think I underdid that a little bit when I got sick anyway. Usually I can kind of prevent it from hitting if I notice it right away. But I haven't been sick in a long time. I kind of pride myself on not being sick, and this time it got me. So he had the Pharaoh Ray had the flu on New Year's. Oh God, yeah, sucks. Well, that's not a good way to bring in the new year, but I guess she'll remember it. TDJ, I don't know. I'm not sure I got to pronounce your name, but it says this is his fourth Challenger or hers. Or I guess it's a. Every one of them has experienced flat spots on the tires. Get this every morning. No, I haven't noticed anything like that. No flat spots on the tires. Yeah, getting over a cold. This it hung in all week. I started feeling it, I think, about last Sunday night when I was doing my last Sunday when I was talking to you guys. I could kind of feel like something wasn't right. It kind of felt like maybe I was going to get something, and by Monday morning, I was definitely getting something. And then the rest of the week was just hell. And then today's the first day I felt halfway decent, but I still, like I said, I still feel weak, and it's still kind of hanging around. I think it's gone, but it's just that leftover, almost cold hangover kind of thing you have, you know? Farrell Ray says he also hasn't had any issues with the flat spotting thing, but that he changed his wheels and tires, so he's not stuck anymore. So yeah. High octane him, he only gets sick once a year and he's already had it. Well, that's good. He got it over with. Hopefully I got it over with too. Hopefully this is it. Don't want to get any more sicknesses. I'm done with that. It's no fun. It makes you really appreciate when you do feel good. You kind of forget what it's like just to feel good all the time. You get sick and it kind of makes you appreciate health and being halfway healthy and stuff. You realize, man, now I'm motivated to get a bunch of stuff done because I had to lay around and do nothing for several days because it just felt like crap. So. Anybody know how the game's going? Patriots winning still? I know they were earlier. I don't really care, but Gopher Chuck says the tires aren't soft enough to do that. But that also makes them suck for grip. He's got Goodyear F1s. I'm going to try this mute button because I have to cough. Well, okay, I think I'm back. I think that worked. The little light was blinking. Still getting used to this little microphone. I got this blue, it's called the blue Nessie mic, which is pretty cool looking, but. Oh, cool. UFC is your football. Yeah, definitely. Better than football by far. Right? Patriots are winning 17-7, but the Chiefs are on the move. Bear Jackson, yeah. Bear Jackson, hell yeah. Did you hear me cough? Didn't work? Oh, that's not good. God dang it. Hey, what's up, Shaka252? How's it going, man? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Let me try this again. I'm going to hit the mute thing and try the coughing. I don't have to cough, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'll just yell something. So it's not working. My mute button's not working. Okay, now it's supposed to be muted right now. It says it's muted. It's blinking light. And now it should be back on. You guys are helping me with my equipment here. Didn't work, huh? Well, I'll remember that so I don't turn it off and say something horrible and turn it back on. I'll have to remember. That's weird. It didn't work. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if maybe it's not even working. Maybe I have the maybe it's getting the sound from the computer's mic. I don't know. I'll keep that in mind, though. The cough thing doesn't work. It worked earlier when I was using it. I talked to my girlfriend on messenger chat to kind of test out the microphone before I did this, and it was working then, but yeah, we'll see. Good to see this many people in here. We got 17. That's cool. That's good news. I was with, like I said, wouldn't been surprised if it didn't get too many tonight. So good to see. Good to see. Yeah, I hear a lot of good stuff about the that pedal commander. I have not tried it, and probably I don't know, I might, but I've watched lots of videos. Thank you, Shaka252. I love your channel too. You guys watch him. Watch Shaka252's channel. It's great. Awesome stuff. What more can I say? You just got to go there and check it out. One of the better channels. He should have like 10 times the amount of subscribers that he has. So definitely deserves it. Good stuff on there. Don't don't turn your Hellcat in for a 2018. You don't want to get a Mercedes. Nothing but trouble. I'm definitely getting a Hellcat eventually. I've been saying that for a while now, but it'll happen. Hey, thank you, Sean Egan. I really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. He says, here are my dyno results for my Fastman throttle body porting 392 Scat Pack. It made 6 more horsepower and almost 2 torque at the wheels, plus a better partial throttle response. $200 worth it to me. Yeah, that's good. For $200, that's a pretty damn good improvement. That's pretty hard to get that much out of $200. So, hell yeah. Sean Egan, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. I can't tell you. That's not necessary, guys, but thank you very, very much. Really, really appreciate that. You gonna do a Pro Charger Shaka 252? Cool. All right. Yeah, I'd like to see the dyno sheets. Cool. Jealous of all you guys doing all this stuff to your cars, and I'm not doing much, but hopefully maybe when the weather gets better and summer hits and stuff, I'll be doing a few more things. Probably nothing too radical. Like I said, I'm seriously thinking about maybe possibly getting a Hellcat. So if I don't want to get too crazy with the car, so if I go to trade it in, that kind of thing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, Shaka 252 gives me $2.52. 252. Cool. Thank you, man. Gotta support my brother. Thank you very much. I totally appreciate that, you guys. You're awesome. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Too cool. I've been sick, so I've been watching tons of videos. Been going through everybody's channels and watching videos, and actually I got away from some of the car stuff for a while too. Watched a bunch of other videos. So Sean Egan says he's making 40 horsepower more than at the wheels than bone stock with 100% drivability. So 6-speed guys got to stick together. Yeah. Everybody loves the 8-speed automatics. They're awesome. They're badass too. But I love the 6-speed, man. And that's the only thing like about some of the newer stuff coming out. They're just doing it in automatic only. I still love the 6-speed cars, and it's so much fun. Doesn't mean I won't end up with an automatic something. I'm not going to sit here and say I would never do that, because I may very well do that. But I sure love the 6-speed. I'd hate to not have that. So Farrell Ray has the same car as me, basically, except the shaker. So yours is cooler. Same color and everything. Cool. Wheels and tires made a huge difference to mine. Yeah. God, I want to get the tint, but I got to talk the girl into it. She thinks she's not going to be able to see. I'm just only going to be 35% because I'm not going to go illegal tint. I got enough issues. I don't want to be getting pulled over for the windows. But so it wouldn't be bad at all. But she's like, no, she's afraid she won't be able to see. So I gotta convince her and get her in somebody's car so she can see that it's not a big deal. I've had cars with that much tint before or more, and it doesn't change the visibility at all. So yeah, Shaka 252. We got to 252. We got to get the small channels to gang up and help each other out. Maybe get together somehow and do some stuff and just promote each other's channels on our channels. So definitely. I missed some of the there's so many comments. I'm gonna have to scroll up a little bit. They're going by too quick. Chris Evans. Do I have it here? Yeah, Chris Evans has a 2016 SXT. Not as good as your V8, but love it. It's plumb crazy. Nothing wrong with an SXT. Nothing wrong with those engines at all. 305 horsepower, I think, which is pretty badass for a six-cylinder, and nothing wrong with that at all. And that plum crazy is a badass, cool color. I love that color. So yeah, I like all challenges. I like all cars, man. So I don't sit there. I'm not one of those got to have a V8 or it's got to be a Mopar. I love cars, man. So I love my car, but it doesn't mean I think it's the only cool car in the world. So I can pull up next to a guy in a Mustang or whatever and appreciate it just as much. So yeah, hi to him. He says she just do it. She'll never notice. I think she would. She'd just notice her from the outside and be like, what the hell did you do to the car? I got to be, somewhat, I don't know what the word is, but I don't want to just go doing stuff to it without kind of running it by her first a little bit. I've talked her into everything else so far. She's pretty cool. So she's afraid of the safety factor, which I don't really think there is one. I think it's actually, not any less safe at all. So. Farrell Ray says he'll send a picture at 15% tint and visibility only went down slightly at night, but not too bad. Yeah, 15%'s pretty dark, but yeah, I mean, I've been in some dark cars and you can still see out of them just fine. It's not like things disappear or anything. And 35% is like nothing almost. It looks a little bit better than stock and it helps a little bit with the sun getting in and stuff like that, but it's nothing drastic and it doesn't reduce your visibility. So like I said, that's all I would do because I don't want to be getting pulled over for window tint or that kind of crap. I don't need that stuff. So. I already have no front license tag, but I have a waiver from the state that I had to pay for to not have a front license tag. But not all the police officers even know that there's such a law. So I haven't been pulled over for it yet, but I get a lot of weird looks as I'm passing them sometimes, and I have a feeling that eventually one of them's going to pull me over because they're not all aware that you can go pay the state to not have a front license plate. So I have the paperwork and a little tiny sticker in the front window that tells them that I don't have to have one, but I do get some strange looks once in a while as I go by. So I'm wondering if that's eventually going to happen. I have to pay $100 a year to not have a front license plate, which to me makes no sense. And why do they make us have them at all? If I could pay $100 to not have one, then why do we have to have them? Obviously, it's not that important that we have them, or they wouldn't let me pay to not have it. Yet, if I pay, I don't act like it doesn't matter. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could pay not to have it, then why does anybody have to have it? Because they are getting revenue. That's what it's about. As long as I pay them some money, they don't care what I do. So, Sean Egan, he's working on a channel, and it's called ET Racing. Check out ET Racing. Check out everybody's channel. Anybody who has a channel in here, go ahead and shout it out and let us know what it is. I know a bunch of them already, but if there's anybody here who hasn't talked about it yet, let us know the name of your channel and or whatever, and or anything else on social media that you want anybody to know. Feel free to to use my channel, whether it be on here or in comments on my videos. Always feel free to promote your channel and, whatever. So it's all good. Yeah, hellacious J, drive without the front plate. It is a stupid law. Why do they need to see the plate on the front of your car? If you're running away from somebody or something, they're not going to see the front of the car. But anyway, I don't know. It's dumb. And it just looks like hell. I think it ruins the front of the car, but. Well, so Go for Chuck's Games has a gaming channel. Everyone's into gaming, man. There's all kinds of people into gaming, so. Jean-Paul, is it Lemire? Am I saying that right? Hello from Canada. We love Canada. Maybe the only place that's colder than where I live. I don't know. Go for Chuck says, no front plate in Florida, no sound laws or emissions. Yeah, we have no emissions. We don't have to do any kind of test here or inspection or emissions or anything like that. The only sound laws we have are like, there's no specific sound law. There's just like a disturbing the peace or excessive. It's more of a judgment call for the cop, I think. If you're intentionally making a lot of noise, I think they can give you a ticket for disturbing. But some one of those general laws they use to kind of get you if they don't have a specific thing. So. Yeah, and here in Nebraska, we don't have any kind of inspections or emissions or anything like that right now. If we let certain people take over the government, they will probably want that because they're going to save the world from the ice melting or some crap. So who knows? We'll see. Let's hope that doesn't happen. So I pronounced it right. Okay. Yeah, I want to ask the police how peace is measured too. It's a judgment call. There's a lot of things like that, disturbing the peace and like display of speed, and there's a lot of laws where they just kind of interpret whatever that individual police officer thinks. It's then I guess you can take it to court and let the judge decide. But they're usually going to side on the side of the police officer, obviously. So. No front plate in Pennsylvania. That's good. A lot of states now, and if Kansas doesn't have one, it's less than about a mile from where I live is the Kansas state line. So if I lived a mile south of here, I wouldn't have to have a license plate on the front. And now, since I live a mile north of that line, I have to pay to not have a license plate on my car. Ah, well, whatever. Chris Evans says the son and him have a 73 Buick LeSabre 455. Cool. I love that 455 motor. That's a badass. Big four-door hardtop with a big 455. Those are cool old cars. A lot of fun, I bet. Shaka 252. I cannot remember the name of his exact MOS. He's at Fort Drum in New York, and he works on electronic equipment. He fixes computers and night vision and a few other things. He told me the exact. It's some big long name, and I cannot remember the exact thing. But he basically works on computers repair and fixes night vision. I forget what else he said, but apparently, from what he talks about, a lot of his job is fixing night vision equipment. Apparently it breaks down a lot, according to him. Yeah, I think he got into something, I think he did a smart thing by getting into what he was getting into. So I'm really glad he joined the military, really glad he joined the Army. I encouraged him to do that for years. I thought it was the best option for him, and he's a very athletic, physical. He's an awesome high school football player. He was the leading rusher in the district here for several games until about the third or fourth game of the year, where he got a broken collarbone, I was there a few feet away watching it happen. It was horrible. And that was his senior year. He didn't get back till the very last game, and which he barely got in because he was still all wrapped up. It was a mess. But anyway, real athletic kid, the fastest white kid I've ever seen. He's actually not fully white, but anyway, racist, but very fast, extremely fast, 100-meter runner and all this stuff. He's a real physical kid, and I didn't think the military would be too tough on him. I thought he could handle it, and he handled that pretty well. I think he went into a good thing what he was doing. So. I hope he has a great career. I'm probably prejudiced because he's my son. I think he was an awesome football player. He really was. I mean, everyone talks about him. He was a pretty big star and stuff like that. And I coached football for about 11 years. I skipped 1 year in the middle of that, but so I've seen a lot of young football players, and he really, even looking at it from an objective outside person, he was really very talented kid physically and. Okay, yeah, John Paul, I did. I remember that name now. I put pictures of your car in the video. Gray RT. I got to get some more pictures, guys. I got a few built up in there, I think, in the email right now, but I need a few more to really make another video. So send your car photos to me so I can get them in my videos. Yeah, we need to do a meetup in the summer or spring or something somehow, somewhere central to everybody where nobody has to go too awful far. I live in the middle of freaking nowhere, so. Okay, Shaka, HR. You work at HRC. Okay, I will tell him. I told him what you said about was it engineers lead the way? On the way to the airport, I made sure I told him that you said that. So I think that's what you said. Engineer. Tell him that you said engineers lead the way. So I told him. Yeah, we should do a meetup when the weather's clear and we can all somehow get somewhere where nobody has to drive some ridiculous amount. Although we're probably all pretty far from each other, but I'm far from everything. So everyone's cars where I live have a crap ton of miles on them because you got to drive 1,000,000 miles to get anywhere. So. Sean Egan says to get 275, 55R Nitos. He loves his. Yeah, I got to get some tires. The rear ones, for some reason, the rear ones are really worn. I don't know why that is. They're too skinny anyways, but I can't imagine why the rear ones on my car are so worn. I don't know what would cause that. I was going to hit the mute before I coughed, but you guys said it wasn't working anyway. I have a feeling this microphone's not working, and you're getting the audio off my microphone on my actual computer. I think maybe because I don't know why that mute button wouldn't be working. I'm going to tap on this microphone. Is it really loud when I do this? No, I don't think it's working. Yeah, Iowa would be cool. There's no drag strip near me very close. We have Hastings Motorsports Park, which is a road course that's near here, and they do some like 8th mile drag racing a couple times a year on like a Friday night, but it's just kind of set up on one of the straightaways. It's not very formal, and I haven't been up there to check it out, but I'd like to get up there and check it out. There's not much around anywhere where I'm at, so. Mario Guzman, hello. What's going on? We have 14 people. 10 thumbs ups. Took the car out for a little while today. It's dirty and it was slippery. The ground wasn't slippery, but everything was just so damn cold. There was no grip, so just went to, I was working on my daughter's computer. I brought that back to her because I got it fixed over the weekend, and then stopped and got a couple of groceries and things like that. And made a little bit of a video. I forgot I did some filming today too, so or taping, I guess I should say. Autumn Leaf 2011. Yo, what's going on? How's it going? Six degrees. Woo! My in-car stuff. Actually, I was going to show you guys my cameras. My main camera for non-in-car stuff is this. It's a Sony RX10. It's like a bridge camera. It's a fixed lens with a pretty nice zoom and stuff on it. It's a decent camera. So I use that for like the more scenic stuff where I'm, or in the photographs of the car and things like that, and other photographs that I take outside of here. But that's what I use for all that. And then for the in-car stuff where like I'm talking while I'm driving or whatever, or sitting in the car, I have this is a camera. It's a little tube camera, and it's made to go on the side of a motorcycle helmet. I used to have it on my motorcycle helmet, and I tried to do like a little bit of motovlog stuff, but nobody was interested in it. It works just like a GoPro. Basically, it's a little more simple. You just pull this thing forward to turn it on and backward to turn it off. And you charge it up, here, and it works just like a GoPro, basically. I have it rigged up, attached to some GoPro. Little necessity is the mother of invention kind of thing here. So I stuck that on the side of this, and then I have this Joby mount that goes in the car on the window or whatever, or on the outside of the car if I do some stuff there. So works pretty well, but you guys may have noticed in some, it makes a rattling sound. I've tightened everything down. There's some I tried. It's still making that a little bit of that rattling sound. I tape the on-off switch rattles, so I have to tape it. Once I turn it on, I have to tape it down. So every time I hit a bump or something, it makes noise. So I'm not sure if I'm going to order another one of these. It served me really well. It's worked for a really long time. I may order another one. They're $119 with shipping, so they're not bad. Or I may go with a GoPro or a GoPro clone or something. I'm not really sure, but I need to do something quick because this thing's starting to really make a lot of noise. I hate putting out those videos with that rattle in them. So take care, Jean-Paul. Thank you for being here, man. You change your Autumn Leaves thinking about getting rid of the Scat Pack Challenger for a Ram Rebel. Nothing wrong with that. The Ram Rebel's pretty cool. I'd hate to lose my Scat Pack for one, but yeah, you got to do what you got to do. Times change, things change, and needs change. So, I'm going to move this. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud. That's, I think, the microphone we're going through. We may be going through the computer. I don't know. Yeah, the Rebel's pretty awesome. I really like that car, or that car. High Octane Hemi has a camera set up that's a Hero Session, Hero 4 Silver, and a Hero 7. His DSLR is a Nikon D3 or 3400. Nice. I need to get another like action cam type thing, and then I can use this kind of the one that's slightly not working right as a backup. And I also would like to get another backup, some kind of a backup camera for my main camera, just in case it were to go down. I bought that thing refurbished. It's a couple years ago. It's been fine. It's a very expensive camera, and I ended up getting it for like, I think, $550 or something. And not very expensive. It was a lot more than that if you buy one. Anyway, so anyway, it's worked fine. Everything worked. It's been working great. But I would like to have a backup just in case I had to be getting ready to make a video and then not have a camera all of a sudden and then panic, you know. Sean Egan says, good night. Send some stuff in email. Cool. Send me the stuff in email, Sean. Good night. Thanks for being here. Mario Guzman says, better to have all the goodies and not need them than to have them and need it. Yeah, definitely. Always better to have something, and I think that was my email. Better to have something that you don't need than to need it and not have it. So that goes for lots of things in life. That's why we, some of us carry certain things with us all the time we hope we never have to use, but it would be better to have it and never use it than to wish you had it all of a sudden and not have it. So keep your tools on you is how they say. So keep your tools on you and keep one in the chamber. Destroyer Gray 392. Thanks for another awesome video. Hey man, thanks Destroyer Gray 392. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate that. Justin, I have a I have a Springfield XD9, and I also have a little tiny Ruger LCP2. I got the LCP2, which is nicer than the LCP, is much nicer. So the little LCP2 is like, it's like having a wallet on you or something. You don't even, it's so tiny that it's really cool. You can wear it in the summer. You can carry it. It's real easy to deal with. You almost forget it's there. So. JV007 or 007, I have a 2017 Scat Pack. Wondering if anyone got an update for the Scat Pack. Oh no. Cool, Justin Hubbard. Yeah, XDS9, everyday carry. I got kind of spoiled by a little 380. I know it's not got the knockdown power, but it's like literally, it's like having a few coins in your. It's so tiny, it's amazing. And it works really well, fires really nice, and everything about it is it's really a nice little gun. Yeah, I haven't had any updates that I can remember in a while. M&P Shield 9, yeah, those are great guns. I want to get I think in about the next month or two, I'm going to buy the M&P AR-15. I forget what the whole name of it, but I want to get like an entry-level AR. I'm not going to go spend a ton of money on one because it's not something I'm going to really probably use. I just want to have one while we can still get them if that ever changes, but probably get that, either that or the Ruger. I'm not sure. They're both decent guns for entry level stuff. Have a good night, Chris Evans. You can still get in trouble in a V6. Any of you guys have occasional issues with that Uconnect? I get nothing major, but I have these little quirks with it, and they always work themselves out after I start it and restart it a couple times. But once in a while, it does weird stuff. And that one time, it kept trying to update all night long, and it wouldn't finish the update. It kept failing and starting over, and I couldn't stop it. And I'm pretty sure that's what killed the battery. So. World of Wonder. What do you mean entry level? Like you can hide them in your butt? Well, some people probably could. I don't know. Rosie O'Donnell could probably hide it in her butt. Autumn Leaf 2011 says thinks vehicle prices are going to get out of reach for many soon. Vehicle prices are really getting crazy, even though it's like your average car is. I'm not sure. Somebody Google real quick. What's the average price of a new car? It's got to be 20, something, upper 20s maybe, just for like a normal everyday car. I know you can get some cheaper than that, but just like an everyday family grocery get the kids to school in kind of car is getting crazy. That's why the loans are getting longer and longer, so people can, still get them. Shaka 252 says wonders if we can have our Uconnects updated to the font of the 20. Is there a different? Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a different font. I didn't even realize it. World of Wonder says his ex-wife could. You should probably get a case of them in there. $35,285 is the average price of a new car. Jesus. Whew. The price of the Supra seems super high to his feral rate. I just don't like it, but I don't know if the price is that high for considering what these last Supra cost. It's really not. I guess. I don't know. I'm not into Toyotas and Supras. I have a Toyota sitting in the driveway, but I didn't buy it. My girlfriend did. So, and it's certainly not a Supra. It's a Prius. But not into the whole Japanese car thing. But I mean, it's a pretty quick little car, according to what they say anyway. So, average car payment in the USA is $506 for 84 months. Ouch. Jeez. World of Wonder, are you on blow tonight? No, not tonight. I ran out. Had a big party last night. So. Destroyer Gray 392, 55 G's for a Toyota. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty good high performance car. I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks, and it's not something I'd be interested in. Apparently, no manual. When you look at that car, it looks like it should have an option for a manual. It looks like a little sports car. So, so Shaka says that they have more. So that 18s and 19s have more features on the track pack option. Huh? I didn't know that. That's according to Google on those prices for cars. So you have a buddy with a 2018 TA and his Uconnect is way different. I didn't know that. I didn't realize it was that much different. See, I haven't been in like a pre 2018, so I went. I was in an RT, Challenger RT, but it didn't even have the full. It had the smaller screen. So, Phil Ray says, I think it's kind of ugly too, but 50 plus for that is crazy for the Supra. Yeah, if you get a bunch of options on it, and everyone's going to. Those numbers they always put out at first, like the price is always with basically nothing. So, yeah, by the time people get what they really want on it, you're gonna be getting up there Hellcat area. Of course, it's a very different car than the Hellcat, so not a car people will probably be choosing between. But damn. Go for Chuck's game. It says the MK4 Super fetches up to $70,000. Dominic Shuley. Do you have to pay to get updated maps for your nav or Uconnect? I do not know. Yeah, the high octane Hemi, that first Mustang GT went for 1.1 million. A lot of that, whenever they do that, it's always for some charity, so that adds a lot to the price. I don't think if it was just somebody's, those people who bought that are getting the car plus they're donating the money to charity. So that always happens when they put out something new, whether it's the newest, latest, greatest Corvette or whatever it is. They have one at Barrett Jackson, and it's for charity, and it goes for some crazy price almost every time. So. Go for Chuck's game says the Skyline GTR R34 is 100K plus. Yeah, those cars are outrageously fast. Crazy. I got a huge cup of tea. What are the Patriots doing? Are they still kicking ass, or Shaka wants the Chiefs to win? I don't care. I stopped watching the NFL. I was a huge, for my whole life, Denver Bronco fan. I don't know if you can see that or not, but never missed a single play, whether it would be on TV, radio, or in person at the stadium in Denver. Never missed. The only play I might have ever missed is if I had to go to the bathroom when I was actually at the game. But I got pissed off a couple years ago and stopped watching the NFL. I don't know. I may go back, but that's just me. So whatever. I won't stop anybody else from doing it. But it pissed me off, and I don't know. I guess it's a good time to be pissed off because the Broncos have sucked. So good time to not be watching. But from what I gather on Facebook, my Broncos are horrible. So. I know people around here will be very happy if the Chiefs go all the way, because we are right halfway basically between Denver, Kansas City, a little close to Kansas City. The fans here are either Denver Bronco fans or Kansas City fans for the most part. Anyone want to share their honest top speed from the performance page? Mine's not very impressive, so. The NFL is super soft right now. Yeah, I mean, between, I don't want to get into politics and controversy, but between that and then the rule changes and the defense might as well not even show up on the field. They can't do anything or they get a penalty. So, yeah, I don't know. Kind of lost me a little bit. The game's gotten so controlled and it's lost a lot of its mystique, I think. It's all, I don't know. You see so many games decided by replays and weird calls and just, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. I was a fanatic, though, man. I was the biggest Denver Bronco fan. We went to tons of games and watched every game. I mean, when they were playing, it was like there's nothing else going on. And I don't talk to Joe when the Broncos are playing. And hope the furniture all gets through the game without getting smashed. Wasn't that bad. $145. Dominic says he loves the Steelers. Yeah, the word is politics. Try to stay out of that. Once in a while on my channel, I think it's pretty obvious from some of the stuff I say or show, but it's not something I want to work on my channel with a lot. So I want to kind of talk about cars and whatever else comes up, but leave politics out of it. This country is like split, right? 50-50, and there's no one's going to convince anybody. We're just going to cause people to not like each other, so there's no point. So Destroyer Gray, $3.92. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. $2, awesome. Totally appreciate that, guys. Thanks, Destroyer Gray. I'll keep up the good work. I will try. Yeah, NFL politics. Yep. Who's a star and who's not? Who gets the calls and who doesn't? Who gets fined and who doesn't? It's. Yep. I'm glad you guys are here, and I'm glad you guys enjoy some of my videos. I really appreciate everybody who watches even a few minutes of any of my videos. I really appreciate that. I can't tell you how important that is and how much I appreciate it. Just here for the cars. Yep. Gopher Jack's just here for the car. JV007, how many miles do I have on the Scat Pack? I think it's just short of 16,000 right now. 16,000, and it's been 16 months, so we're putting about 1,000 a month on it. King Hemi says, always enjoys watching for sure, and you do good work. Yeah, thank you very much. I try to make the videos worthwhile, and at least have something somewhat interesting in them. I've been watching a lot of channels that how to have a better channel, how to get more subscriptions, how to get more viewers, and trying to follow some of their advice. And some of that is to put out consistent videos, put out several a week. Try not to go like a really long period of time. There's a lot of things like that. So I'm trying to churn out a lot of videos without being a bunch of junk in them. Some of them maybe aren't the most awesome videos ever, but try to have some good stuff in all of them and keep churning them out. See how that goes. It's helped so far. I've gotten, I think, about 800 new subscribers in the last month or so. So, of course, a lot of that was because of a couple of controversial videos, but Go for Trucks Games, 10 minutes, 4 times a week, as much live content as you can. I really enjoy doing the live stuff. This is fun. It's like I've said this in both videos before, the live ones. It's cool to talk to you guys like in person right when it's happening rather than responding to comments. So it's cool. Shaka 252, SRT Mush coached him in that a long time ago. SRT Mush is a great channel. Awesome cars. Justin Hubbard has Martin Luther King Day off. I do not. I work at a grocery store, so we have to work. My girlfriend works for the city utility department, so she has the day off. But I'll be at work. And I'm supposed to get paid from AdSense tomorrow, which I assume I will not be because the banks will not be open. So it's okay, though. Should be there Tuesday, I hope. That new California exhaust law is crazy. I've watched a bunch of videos, and that's just nuts. That state is nuts. I don't know if I could. It's a beautiful place, and it's a nice place to visit, and there's so much stuff to do, but I can't imagine living under that kind of restrictions, just not only for your exhaust, but car mods and guns and just everything else that you want to do seems restricted. Like the government thinks that they're so smart and they know how you should live your life. That's not a status like that. I don't believe in. We have way too many laws. We don't need any more. Laws don't solve anything. We have way too many. 90% of them need to be wiped off the books. Don't kill anybody. Don't assault anybody. Don't rape anybody. Don't steal anything. That's pretty much the only laws we need. So California is not for me. Farrell Ray says he thought about doing some videos, but I feel like content is tough when you're constantly modding. When you aren't constantly modding, yeah, you don't have to. I mean, I think just come up with some ideas. There's ways to make videos almost every day. There are times that I'm like, God, I don't have anything to make a video about, so I don't. But there's almost always something going on, whether it's in the news about cars or some controversy on YouTube, other channels, or something with your car, or you can just show how dirty your car is and then go wash it. People watch that stuff. I watch it, so I figure if it's something I'd watch, then it's okay to make a video about it. Yeah, Dominic. So JV007 has 12,000 miles on his 2017. That's pretty good. Well, I have more than that, so I'm at 2018. Mike by the Sun, how's it going? What's going on? Thanks for being here again. I appreciate it. Great channel, Mike by the Sun. Everybody check that out. Go subscribe and check out his channel. Again, anybody here who wants to promote their channel, please do so. Whether it be in this live thing or on any of my videos down in the comments, feel free always to promote your channel. Dominic says California, where you can change your gender but not your muffler. Yeah, exactly. Take care, Shaka. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Everybody go check out Shaka 252's channel. It's a great channel. He needs to have about 1 million subscribers instead of, I'm not sure what he has, but it's not nearly enough. So great channel. definitely go check that one out. Let's not get into Trump's border wall because then it's going to get us into an argument. So we'll, let's not get into like politics unless it involves cars. Yeah, the front plates are, probably for the tolls and all that stuff if you go through it, or and those lanes and all that. Yeah, I hate front plates. They look terrible. I mean, I don't care about it like on the Prius that we have or the Saturn that I have. Those are just, I don't really care. Although the one on the Saturn fell off, but I got to get it back on there. It fell off. It was a hilarious moment. I had the prop rod is gone for the trunk. So I had the toolbox shoved in there, which fell out, and the hood came slamming down. The toolbox hit the front plate and knocked it on the ground. I wish I had that on video because it would have been funny, but I was cussing a lot. But anyway, I got to get that front plate back on. But yeah, front plates. And if they didn't give me that $100 exemption on the Challenger, I just would have left it off there. I'm not putting that. I would not put a front plate on that thing. So luckily, I got that $100 exemption. I don't have to put it on. I just got to pay to not put it on. The hybrid Challenger video. Yeah, I was reading that article. I was, I don't know. I mean, a lot of that stuff, it's like, oh, it's going to be super fast and all this other stuff. So I don't know. Maybe that'll make up for it. But I'm old school, so I don't. Electric Challengers don't excite me. I don't see myself getting all worked up over the new electric Challenger and have to get down to the dealer to check it out and order one and get a loan. I just don't see that happening. I might buy the Sun. You're doing live tonight at 10? Should be interesting. He's had many beverages. Took you 6 tries to type that. Well, that's good. That should be interesting. That'll be some good stuff there. Yeah, I don't know, Farrell. Can they do an electric hybrid without losing the sound? I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah, California will get the electric Challenger. They're probably dying for it right now. Oh, bring it, bring it. Yeah. Got 11 people. What have we been on for? A little over an hour. Cool. The hybrid Challenger and Chargers. They're going to come out with a hybrid Viper. They're going to bring the Viper back in electric form. Possibly, maybe. Who knows? I know the Teslas are like super fast and super great on the drag strip, but they don't make any noise, and I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. When I see one blow away a Hellcat or something, I still want the Hellcat. Yeah, Dominic says get your V8 before the mid 2020s. I guess so. They've been predicting that stuff forever, and they're not going to. I don't think they would totally go away. I think it would be an option, some of the models or something, but I can't imagine that they go totally away from the traditional muscle car thing. Farrell Ray says, what's your thoughts on this whole Angel and CUDA thing? Part of me thinks it's all BS. Part of me thinks that too, but with FCA, you never know what the hell they're doing. They could have something up their sleeve, and one Sunday morning or Monday or Tuesday morning, we wake up and it's there. So who knows? They like to surprise people. Just kind of wait and see kind of thing. I think, like some people say, I think they only trademarked that Angel name so that somebody else wouldn't. They got the Demon. So they did the Angel because they thought someone's going to make some car and they're going to call it the Angel. It can beat the Demon or kill the Demon. So that's probably why they did that. Probably not to actually use it, or maybe they just thought, well, maybe we will use it someday. If you're a car company, you have a name that you think you might use someday, you might as well get it while you can. So same with the CUDA. They want to I don't know how many years go by before you have to re-up on that trademark or whatever, but they do that when it comes up. So in case they ever want to use it again. Yeah, the maybe Mopar, Mike by the Sun. Maybe Mopar will do the BMW thing and make the car sound badass through the stereo speakers. Let's pray not. Can we have anything real anymore? Everything's going to be fake before long. We got fake females, computerized women that, and now our cars are going to have fake sound. And God, who knows? It's crazy. And Destroy Grace says infantry leads the way, not the engineers. Now, Shaka's gone now, though. Yeah, I think Mustang does that too, don't they? So some of the Mustangs have sound piped in through the speakers to make it sound better to the driver. So the New York Auto Show is in April. I was just wondering that today. I know that it's coming up, and I couldn't think how close that is to the Detroit one. So it's not till April. I was thinking March or something maybe, but so not till April. So another Mopar announcement possibly then. Yeah, we'll see. They've always got something going on. So Mopar, FCA Mopar, they do. I say this in a lot of videos, but they do a really good job of kind of coming out with new, not even totally new things, but new versions of the things they already have. They get everybody excited without totally redoing a whole car, and they keep it interesting. And when you're online and you're in car forums or whatever, or you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram or any of those places, or here on YouTube, people are talking about it because they just always have something. They're always surprising you with something, and their marketing department or whatever you want to call it, their people are probably the best in the business. They keep everything in your face all the time, and they're always coming up with something new and something surprising. So it's pretty impressive, and their advertising is amazing, way better than anybody else that I've seen. And maybe that's just because I like their cars, but a lot of people say that. So people who aren't even into Mopars are impressed by the marketing. I would like to hear one of the new GT500s, how they sound like. I don't believe I've seen anything or heard anything. So should be pretty impressive. I know the GT350 is like the greatest sounding car I've ever heard. And I'm not a Ford guy. Well, I'm not an anything guy, but I love the way that GT350 sounds. It's amazing. It's a great car. So I imagine the 500 is going to be pretty awesome. Well, different, of course, but different purpose. But seven people. We've been on for an hour and 8 minutes. Yeah, Farrell Ray says the same thing. Not a Mustang fan, but he agrees with the sound on the, yeah. Old Guy Garage, the new GT500 is a load. Yeah, not a Ford either, but it's completely re-engineered. It looks and sounds great. Yeah, it looks amazing. I mean, I think the Mustangs in general look great. I'm not going to lie. They look good. I like the Challengers better, but I still think the Challenger is the best looking of the three cars, if you want to throw the Camaro in there. But man, the Mustangs look great. Camaros, I can't say much for those. They don't do a thing for me, but I don't think they're ugly. They're just kind of there. The new one's pretty ugly, but there was that guy with an older GT500 that was making videos for a while, Sinister Shelby, but I haven't seen any of his videos. I don't know if he's doing anything. We actually both belonged to a little YouTube group together but he kind of vanished. I'm not sure what happened to him. He had one of the older GT500s, which was a really cool car too. See, I kind of like that about the front end of the new Mustang, where it looks like it's sloped down and sniffing. It looks like it's trying to suck something up. I kind of like that. I think it looks pretty good. Heavy Muscle says he likes the Mustang, but it doesn't excite him like the Dodge. So same thing here. I just like the Mustang. It looks really good. I think it's a really cool looking car, but the Challenger just gets me excited. Dominic says he wishes they made all the Mustangs look like the GT500 or the GT350. That would be cool. Kind of, but then people who have the GT500 or GT350 would be complaining that all the other Mustangs look like this, which is happening right now in the Dodge thing because they're starting to make all the Challengers. They're passing down the Hellcat stuff and those guys are getting mad, like, hey, the Scat Packs look like a Hellcat and whatever. So they're just trying to sell cars. They're not here to please everybody. They're trying to sell cars to people who want to buy a car. So. Old Guy Garage says, nothing like a Challenger. It'll be hard to sell them on anything else. Yeah, I agree. When I think of like what, if I could just go out and buy anything I wanted, it'd still be a Challenger. So, I'm pretty happy that that's what I have. I have a Scat Pack, which isn't exactly my dream car. I would love to have a Hellcat, but I just love Challengers, and no matter how much, success I had or whatever I could go get, I still see myself out there buying Challengers. So. Yeah, maybe a Corvette too. Like Pharaoh Rage said, he loves the Vets. That's the only thing that Chevy makes that really stands out, that looks cool, and it's a great car. Obviously, the Corvettes nobody can deny that's a great vehicle, and the new one, whenever it comes out, the mid-engine is going to probably be incredible, and it'll probably be pretty high price, but it's going to be, as Corvettes always do, it's going to have amazing performance at half the price of other cars with that performance. They do it over and over and over, and they never fail to do that. So. That's another car I would probably buy if I were super successful. I would probably get myself some kind of a Corvette, but I'd still be the Challenger guy, Hellcat guy. It's still the first thing I would want to run it out and blow money on. So, High Octane Hemi says Challenger is just the best looking muscle car. Yep, it's like true to the muscle car. Yeah, it is. It's true to the muscle car roots. It's a throwback, and it's modern stuff, but it also looks, it definitely pays homage to the older cars, and it's a true muscle car. So. Old Guy Garage has a Scat Pack and a Hellcat. Oh, man. That's so cool. Wouldn't have anything else, can't afford anything else now anyway. Yeah. I don't know if I could do the Scat Pack and the Hellcat. I could probably do a Hellcat, but I'd have to trade the Scat Pack or sell the Scat Pack to do that, but I have quite a bit. We have quite a bit of equity in the Scat Pack right now, because we pretty big down payment. We pay a really big monthly payment, more than we are required to. We're trying to pay it off early, so we actually have quite a bit of equity in the car. So, but yeah, I couldn't do that and the Hellcat at the same time. That would be too much of a strain on things around here. We'd have to eat ramen for dinner every night if we did that. So. Dominic, you mean the front ends of the Mustang? He can't stomach the front end of an ordinary Mustang. I kind of like it. I really do. I really like the front end. Yeah, Phil Ray, the Camaro and Mustangs really aren't muscle cars anymore. They're little sports cars, which is cool. And I don't think Dodge is trying to compete with them. I mean, Dodge says we're going to build this traditional muscle car, and that's what we're going to do. And we don't care really what Camaro and Mustang do. They can get a little bit smaller, lighter, a little bit more cramped. We can get in our big Challenger with all that power and all that torque, and it's an old school muscle car. They're kind of doing their own thing, and it's working. They're selling tons of them. The thing I was in my video yesterday, I forget what the statistics I was reading, but Challenger is quickly getting up into Mustang. Mustangs are selling about 10,000 more units a year, I think, than Challengers right now, and the Camaros are dropping. Camaros is third now. Challengers are catching up to the Mustang, so we'll see. Novitaz stopped by. Hello, Novitaz. What's going on, man? Thanks for being here. You been making any videos? I got to catch up on some videos. How are the projects going? He's got a Trans Am project, Nova, some stuff going on. Good channel, Novitaz. Check that out, guys. Old guy's paying $1,600 a month for both combined. Well, that's really, yeah, I guess that would be about right, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's a lot of money for cars, plus insurance and gas and tires and all the other stuff. It adds up. That's why I tell people sometimes, the younger guys that want to get a Challenger, I said, make sure you got the down payment and the credit and make sure you can afford the payment, but you also got to make sure you can afford the insurance and all the gas and tires and oil changes, and that stuff's all expensive. It's more expensive than, a Ford Taurus or a Honda Accord. All those little, and keeping it clean. If you have a lot of people aren't going to spend the money cleaning and detailing a car that's just a normal car as they would if they get a car like this. So that's been a major expense for me. I spend a ton of money cleaning the car, which I never did on the other cars because I go wash them like once a month or every couple of weeks or whatever. It's no big deal. The Challenger, I want to keep it clean all the time, so it's costing a lot of money there too. So, High-acting Hemi's wife wants the Dodge Durango SRT 392. Those are really cool. Novataz, it's chilly and cold there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, damn, half the country's in the deep freeze right now. I guess that's normal for this time of year, but it still sucks. You still hope you get out of that and get some decent weather. We got a little bit of decent weather coming, like 30s and 40s. There's actually what were you going to get ready your Scat Pack for Ray? A Durango SRT? Yeah, the insurance isn't too horrible. We had, just added the car onto our other stuff, and we're older and have good driving records and decent credit and all that stuff. So that's when your insurance doesn't get too crazy. But if you're like a 20-something guy or something, and maybe you've had a couple tickets or whatever, depending on where you live too, insurance can vary wildly by location. So I've heard some horror stories about insurance from some of the younger dudes. It's like, geez, our car payment isn't that much. So. Dominic says now the wide body is supposed to handle really well. I think it's supposed to handle better than you get wider tires and wheels, and I suppose it should handle a little better than the normal. Yeah, Novataz, shout out to Paul from Family Cruising. You're right, something's missing. I said that in the video earlier. Really miss his videos. It's just so entertaining, and one of the guys that kind of inspired me to keep my channel going and keep plugging away. Seems like a good guy. I hate to see that happen to him because you go watch car channels and there's so much stuff that people could get in trouble for, and everybody, for the most part, nothing happens. But all of a sudden, one guy just gets pounded by the police department or the prosecutors, and just feel kind of bad for him. I mean, you do what you do, and you have to realize that stuff can happen. So, you don't want anybody to feel sorry for you if anything bad happens. But at the same time, it's like, man, that just sucks because he lost his job and his channel where he was probably making pretty damn good money off his channel, and pretty much in the blink of an eye, everything's gone. So really loved it. It's just so entertaining. He's always doing something different. It was funny. He'd have me laughing and just seemed like a good guy. And he was nice enough to mention my channel on his once. And that helped me a little bit, and I really appreciate him. He's a good guy, and hopefully he'll get back on YouTube and when this all settles down and he gets done with his court stuff, which, as we all know, could take a really long time. So. Old guy garage has 4 cars and a house on the policy, and it's under $500 a month. That's pretty good. And I also have a great driving record. 48 years old. Yeah, same here. You get to a certain age and you have a decent driving record. It helps a hell of a lot. Farrell Ray says he met him at Street Speed. He met Paul from Family Cruising at Street Speed's call out, and he's a pretty cool dude. Yeah, he seems like a good guy. And the whole endangering children thing is ridiculous. He wasn't endangering anybody. Every single person's had a kid in the car when they've done a little bit of something, or I guess one of the charges is because he had a kid filming or something while he was going towards them or some crap in one of the videos. But as if he's going to endanger a kid, come on. And if you let your kids walk to school, you're endangering. There's crazy drivers all over the place, so we don't charge you for that. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see him do anything that I wouldn't do with my kids. My kids are older, but I mean, I wouldn't drag race or anything with my kids in the car. No way. But um, we've done little pulls out in the middle of nowhere on the highway or something. Nothing crazy, no crazy speeds, but just a little bit. Throw back in the seat a little bit for fun, which my dad did, my grandpa did, and guy before him did, and we all survived. I used to ride in the back of a pickup truck for hundreds of miles at a time, and I survived it. I mean, if something would have happened, I'd have been flung off into God knows where, but we made it. I wouldn't put my kids back there now, but at the time it didn't seem weird when I was a kid. So, yeah, old guy garage. I agree. I think that Dodge dealership had something to do with that. They had something to do with at least bringing that to the attention of the police department, saying, "Hey, watch this guy's videos. Look at all this crap he's doing." Yeah, Growl's Garage kind of vanished. I don't know. That's a little different with him with that uh, 6-year-old predator charge or whatever that he had to register as for the last 10 years. And at first, I thought it was probably one of those things where a 21-year-old guy has a 17-year-old girlfriend, which I don't consider to be the crime of the century. But I've known a couple guys like that got in trouble. And I knew a girl once that at a motorcycle rally, she exposed her breasts, and there was kids nearby, and the police, and she got charged with some kind of sexual crime and had to register as a sex offender for like 5 or 10 years for lifting her shirt at a bike at a Harley Davidson motorcycle rally. And so those aren't exactly the crimes of the century. And so I was hoping that that's what was that with that. But when you read that, or when you read about what happened with Growl's Garage guy, it's a little weird. So. A bunch of you guys are lucky being up there where all the action, YouTube car action's going on. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. Nobody has any YouTube channels out here, or I mean, there's a few that went down in Kansas, a couple guys on here, and but I'm kind of out here by myself. People think I'm crazy and stupid for even doing it. I get made fun of around here. Oh, your YouTube channel, huh? Like, well, whatever, They're sitting around collecting food stamps and buying Bush Light and cigarettes all day. But I'm the funny one because I work my ass off at work and I do this on the side. So for some reason, that's funny to them while they sit around and suck off the government. But whatever. Yeah, Pharaoh Rad, get out that way sometime. Definitely. Yeah, I have him. He's kind of close, and we're definitely gonna get some stuff going here. Yeah, I'd love to get a bunch of guys here in town because it would freak everybody out if we had a bunch of nice, louder, fast cars in town. Because even when me and my friend William get together, he's got that Scat Pack Charger, and we just drive around town. We don't do anything crazy, just kind of cruising around. It attracts a lot of attention, and people are taking it like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to have like a bunch of that. Like even if it was 5 or 10 or 12 guys or something, that'd be awesome. So. Can terrorize the town. I am in Superior, Nebraska, which is on the Nebraska-Kansas state line. Farrell Ray lives close to Tunnel Chasers, and street speed is about an hour away. Cool. Anybody ever met Mike? He seems like a decent guy. Like his videos. You still catch up on his videos once in a while. Like I said before, the whole supercar thing doesn't do it for me, so I don't watch his channel a lot. But I know he's thinking about getting the new Vet when it comes out, and I think I saw him the other day say that he was getting a GT500. So if he were to do that, I'd definitely start watching that channel again because that's more in my stuff that I would want to see. The McLaren's cool, but it doesn't really do anything for me. So you guys have met him, and he's nice. Cool. Seems like a good guy. Doesn't seem like it's gone to his head too much. I mean, I know he's making a crap ton of money now, and it doesn't seem like it's gone to his head too much, just from what I've seen. Obviously, I don't know the guy, but old guys in the sticks too, yeah, like me. You're close to Indianapolis. I'm like I told you guys last week, I think it was, I am 65 miles from basically anything. Just to, as a, like I'm 80, close to 90 miles from a mall. Not that I care, I don't go to malls, but just to give you an idea how out in the middle of nowhere I am. We're 65 miles from a McDonald's or a Walmart or any of that kind of stuff. So we're out in the middle of nowhere. Pharaoh Ray says it doesn't seem that the YouTube popularity has gotten to Mike's head. That's good. Seems like a good guy. You see some guys kind of change as they get popular and get real, I don't know, just like kind of disrespectful and cocky and stuff. But that can happen to anybody in any job or field or whatever. So Novitas says he can't afford to do the whole popular new car thing. So until until the Trans Am is on the road, kind of stuck with what I can do. Well, I think that your channel's really. I mean, I think you got good shit going on. I said a bad word. I think you got good stuff going on. I think the project cars and all that. That's a very that's something that's really cool. I mean, you're building. You're not buying anything. You're building it. And that's cool. So that's how I used to do with motorcycles. For a lot of years I couldn't afford to just go out and buy a motorcycle that I wanted. So I buy old crappy broken down Harley Davidsons and make them into what I wanted them to be. So yeah, Pharaoh Ray, I'm 65 miles from a McDonald's, which you didn't think was possible in America. Yeah, but we really are. We are a little over an hour to get to one. So um, Hastings, Nebraska is the closest city of any size, and it's 65 miles. And I'm about the same distance from Concordia, Kansas, which is, I think, probably about similar size to Hastings. I'm not sure exactly how big Concordia is. And I'm like around 100 miles from Salina, Kansas, which is a fairly big, not big city, but it's a city, a legit city with stuff. Dominic thinks street speed makes too much money. I don't think that it's possible to make too much money. I think everybody should make as much money as it possibly can. So there's no such thing as too much money or too much ammo or too much horsepower. Yeah, Hayactane says you got to be who you are throughout everything. So I'm just a not handle. Yeah, and I don't think anybody intentionally goes, "Oh, I'm super popular now. I'm going to be a dick." It just kind of happens gradually. And I don't think anybody makes too much money. That's more power to them. I agree, Farrell. I'm not a fan of the McLaren content. I mean, it's a cool car, and I understand why he did it, and he likes it, and it's fast as hell. And I don't know, it just doesn't turn my screws at all. I like his Corvette content. I started watching him mostly when he got the Hellcat way back. I remember him when he had the yellow Stingray vet, just the regular vet that he had at first. And I kind of caught some of his videos, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." He's like a young dude with the vet. That's pretty cool. And then I caught the video where he was getting the Hellcat, and that's when I started watching his channel because that's what I wanted. So Dominic says he makes more than doctors and lawyers. Well, a lot of people do that, and I think people make the amount of money that they deserve to make for the most part. I mean, people say like these sports stars and stuff, they're not going to pay these guys that much money if they're not bringing in that much money. So, you know, I don't ever get on anybody for being successful. More power to them. I'm happy. And most really successful people, they help other people. They donate money. They help people who need it. They help their families and all that. So I think that's really cool. And people, when you're a kid, you watch all these cartoons and all these shows where there's the evil rich guy and he keeps all his money and he won't help anybody and he won't. That's not in reality. That's not life. Nobody's really like that. So. Octane says, yes, good old Salina, Kansas is an okay city. That's where I bought my Scat Pack, so I think it's a pretty good city. My mom lived there when she was a kid. She was born in McPherson, and then she lived in Salina and then Wichita. And there's a little hamburger place there in Salina, the Cozy Inn, and that was her favorite place. And when she come visit me here, she'd have to go down there and get that. And so I went down there a while back and got some of their burgers, and man, those things are oniony, but they're pretty good. So really cool little place, old school little, just a tiny little place, really cool though. Novitaz wants he could get more work done on his projects and move along faster, grow faster. Yeah, just keep plugging away, man. Just keep going. Make a video, do anything you can, keep working on those cars and just keep going. Don't think that people aren't going to be interested in some minor thing because they very well could be. So, yeah, the Cozy Inn. Marshall Motors and Cozy Inn, yeah. What's the, there's a hamburger place down in Kansas. I forget what it's called. It's a chain, and it kind of tries to be old school inside with the old, but it's reproductions of old gas station and car signs. I forget the name of it. Pretty good place too, though. Spangles or Spanglers or something. Spangles. I forget the name of it. Old Guy Garage has a McLaren kit car that was acquired many years ago after McLaren got out of building race cars. They disappeared for a long time, but made kit cars, 3-cylinder cars, and it weighs 1,500 pounds, one-seater. Wow, 1,500 pounds. Spangles, yeah, okay. I like Salina. Salina's a pretty cool little town. We go down there to see movies once in a while at the mall when we want to see a movie. They got a pretty decent theater down there, so. Again, we have a movie theater here, but it only shows one movie, so, and it's usually about 2 weeks behind. So you get one movie, and it's a movie that was at the other places a couple of weeks ago, which is still cool. I mean, it's nice that we have a theater here. It's a real old school theater too. It looks really cool. It's got that whole 1950s look to it, so it's kind of neat. But if you want to see something specific and newer or whatever, you have to go down to either Salina or up to Grand Island, Nebraska. So there's a couple of theaters in Hastings too. But I really do like I like Salina a lot. Cool town. Nine people. I remember being in a drive-through at Spangles in Wichita, Kansas, at my grandfather's funeral. The night before my grandfather's funeral, or the night of, I can't remember. And this was in like 2001. And some guy started crap with me in the drive-through. And I'm down there at my grandfather's funeral, and I'm in Wichita. I don't know where the hell I'm at. And I got some assholes starting shit with me in the drive-through at Spangles in Wichita. I don't remember what street it was on or anything, but yeah. I remember just sitting there thinking, geez, am I really going to have to get in a fight with these jerks? I don't even know where I'm at. I'm going to end up in jail in Wichita. I lived in Colorado Springs at the time, so that sucked, but they finally left. Destroyer Gray 392, thanks for being here. Appreciate it, man. You have a good night. Great channel. Everybody check out that channel. And I'm sure you probably all have already, but if you haven't for some reason, Destroyer Gray 392 is great stuff. Awesome stuff. Getting quiet in here. I guess I should be the one entertaining you guys, right? I'm waiting for people to talk so I can respond to the comments. That makes this pretty easy. What's going on with the game? Anybody? Everybody will be in mourning here tomorrow if Kansas City loses. It'll be a rough day at work. Overtime. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's why it's getting quiet. Oh, I bet everybody's tense. I've got a bunch of guys. We got a truck coming in the morning. We get our trucks, our deliveries on Monday and Thursday mornings. And a bunch of the guys that do, they just work truck is all they do. So a couple of them are pretty big Kansas City fans. So hopefully they're not too sad in the morning. Hopefully they come to work because they need them. So. Next YouTube milestone. Oh man, I don't know. 3,000 subscribers. That'll be the next milestone. I would like to get a bunch more subscribers, although I don't really, the subscribers don't always equate to views either. So I've gotten 80 or 90,000 views on some videos, and I don't even have that many subscribers. So, sometimes you just get the right video at the right time. And I'm making some money at it now every month, which is nice. It helps and makes you feel like you're doing something a little bit worthwhile. I'm not all about the money, but certainly not going to turn it down, and happy to have it. So has anyone ever, Old Guy Garage, has anyone ever used Adams polishes, particularly the clay bar or ceramic spray? I have not used any Adams products. I know that's like the product right now. Everybody's talking about Adams and there's a couple other ones, but I have used mostly Meguiar's products because I can get them easily, and they've always done everything that I wanted them to do. I haven't been disappointed really in anything. So I'd like to try Adams, and maybe it will change my mind if it's a ton better, but I've never had any issues with any of the Meguiar stuff that I've used. I've always liked it. So I really like the Meguiar's waterless car wash and wax. It's great. I used it on everything, and it can use it on other stuff too, and it works really, really well. High Octane Hemi uses F11. I want to try that stuff. There's a couple other ones out now that are similar products, I think. I forget the name. I keep seeing advertisements for them, like on YouTube and stuff, but they look like similar products with competing. But yeah, I'd like to try some of that one of these days. Shine Armor. I keep sniffling, guys. I still have my cold, so sorry about that. Kind of echoes through this room too. All this car cleaning talk has me wishing I could get out and do something, because it's just too damn cold to do anything right now. It's dirty too. The car is real dirty. So, and I think I've showed you guys in some of the videos the crappy car wash we have here. So there's mud everywhere. So you can get in there, get your car cleaned, then you got to basically drive through the mud. So yeah. And so I like to do it in the driveway with the products and everything, but then in the winter and it's cold, it's kind of hard to do that. Old Guy Garage, watch the Z Outlaw SS do the whole Adams polish, ceramic coat. Seems easy enough. I've never clay barred anything. I haven't clay barred anything either. I was going to do it. I was just about to order all the stuff to do it. It looks pretty. I watched a bunch of videos, so I kind of know what I was doing. And it doesn't look like it's too hard, a little time consuming, but it doesn't look like it's anything too crazy. So, and I was curious, like on my stripes, on my satin black stripes and stuff on the car, if I can clay bar that, or do I need to avoid that? Do I need to tape that off? I've gotten wax on them already, so I don't quite know what to do with those things. I know there's some products you can use on them, but that rear stripe, that rear tail stripe on the Scat Pack has I don't know. Not sure what. So far, I haven't got anything on it that made it look really bad or anything. But, and I think when I asked that question in one of the places, that someone said it was okay to clay bar those, but I'm not sure. So avoid wraps or stripes. Shouldn't clay bar those? Okay. You could probably tape it off or just to try to avoid it. It's hard to avoid it. It's big and I don't know. It's tricky. I think I showed you one of the videos a few weeks ago that I got some wax on some of the black plastic trim parts and stuff, which comes off with that eraser that I showed you. I saw it in some other videos. You guys probably already know about it, but there's an eraser you can buy real cheap, and it takes a little bit of work, but it does take it off. It did a really good job. So I've got to get down and all around the other bottom parts of the car and do it, but it does take it off, and it's cheap. It's like $5 for 3 of those erasers shipped. So and you can probably buy them in most towns if you go to an art supply store or a school supply place or something. They just don't have anything like that here. So yeah, those stripes are a little hard to take care of, and I just never really know what the hell to do with them. Old Guy Garage says he only puts about $600 a year on either car, that's nice. So it's not like it needs much, but it seems to put a shine on better than original. Yeah. I got mine looking, a couple times I've had it looking really good, better than the day I got it, but that doesn't usually last very long. Get it super clean, wax it, buff it, and it looks great. But man, it doesn't take long for it to start looking bad again. Novotaz put 36,000 on his daily last year. Ouch, that's a lot. A lot of miles. But you got to do what you got to do. If you got to drive that far, you got to drive that far. So, I got to get my Saturn running because the Saturn is currently not starting, and also the exhaust has fallen off. So I need to get it started and get it up and do something with that exhaust, so I can take it on these crappy snowy days. Because the other choice is to either drive the Challenger in the crappy weather, or we have the other car, which we could drop each other off at work. We work across the street from each other, so it wouldn't be the end of the world, but we work different times. So, we could do the one car thing, her drop me or me drop her or whatever. But when it's not too bad, to just take the Challenger out. So I would like to be able to take the Saturn out again, though. It's not a bad little car. It's just hasn't been taken care of, and I haven't done much better with it than the people before me. So I pretty much let it sit there until I need it, and then it's like, oh, I need that car, and then it's like, oh crap, I haven't been taking care of it. So the Saturn's a manual as well, like my Challenger, but it's so weird getting in there, and the shifter just flops. It feels like it's broken, but it's not. It just flops. The clutch is like just floppy. It's like putting your foot on a piece of paper. There's nothing there. It's just, everything is weird and everything. It's just such a different experience. It takes a couple minutes to get used to it every time. And then when you go to take off, it's like, am I in gear? Because it doesn't feel like it's going to go, and then it'll start to putt along. But it runs and well, right now it doesn't, but it always has. I had to pay the insurance on it the other day, which sucked because it's just sitting there. Paying insurance on something that is currently not running, but if I let it lapse, it's going to get more expensive. So, and it is sitting on the street currently, so technically I need to have insurance on it, even though it's not moving, but it is on the street. So with my luck, somebody will hit it, and then the cops will come, and then they'll discover that I don't have insurance. So I had to pay that insurance, which was not a lot, but it still kind of sucks, which made me motivated to get it running again. But with the weather like it is, I'd rather walk than work on that thing in this weather. So I'm not much for the cold. Everything hurts 10 times more in the cold. So if you slip off with a wrench or something and hit your hand on something, it's going to hurt like hell, as opposed to in the nice weather. Like, ow, that hurt. 7 people left. We're almost going into 2. I think we'll go about 2 hours. We'll do another 15 minutes or so. Anybody win that football game yet? I haven't heard any neighbors yelling or anything, so everything's closed up, so probably can't. All the windows and doors are closed. Yeah, working on cars in the cold is no fun. Especially the older you get. I'm at the age I don't even know. I'm just like, Just buy another car. I don't want to fix it. In the summer, I'll fix it, or in the spring. Right now, I'd rather just let's go get another car. I don't know. Patriots are about to score. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't go to work tomorrow. Old guy garage has got to work. He's getting out of here. Thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Totally appreciate it. Game over. I assume that means Patriots just won the game. I can feel the big energy going out of the town right now. Maybe next year. Like they always say in Kansas City, they've been saying that for 45 years or something, or more than that. Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, Nova, you should do some live streams. Definitely do some live streams. You can no longer join Greg's. Yeah, they're kind of off doing that other thing now, so. I'm not sure what the heck that is that they're doing, but they're doing their own thing now, so that's cool, whatever. Hello, the crazy gamer. That crazy gamer. What's up, man? High Octane Hemi is a Cowboys fan, but he wants the Rams to beat the Patriots. Yeah, I'd like to say that I'd like to see the Rams win too. I'm not really into the NFL, like I said. Maybe give it a chance again next year, but yeah, I know, but I understand Novotaz, but I don't know. It is what it is. The other thing really wasn't going. I don't know. You can always do your own thing, or you could always try to do some. I don't know how to do the whole streaming with other people thing, but SRT Crazy heard that the Growls guy was a substitute teacher at a high school, and the girl was supposedly a senior that had befriended him. So who knows what's true? But either way, he screwed up. Yeah, I mean, if you're a teacher, you cannot. I don't care how old the girl is. You don't. If you're a college professor and it's an adult, that's maybe different. But in a high school, and I don't know. I don't store, so I'm not going to tell you. You seem like a pretty nice guy, but definitely screwed up. So sometimes, I mean, I've had things like I've had younger. And this hasn't been recently, but about 4 or 5 years ago, younger women that were like way too young, throw themselves at me a couple times, and you just gotta not do that. It's not good. It's not smart. There's, you just don't do it. Yep, he definitely screwed up. Yeah, no, Taz, that'd be cool. I'm not sure how to do all that. I'm sure it can't be that hard, but I've never tried, never looked into it. But yeah, I would love to do that. That would be cool. What would you recommend for a 2014 Dodge Challenger SRT 8 or simply mods? Wow. I'm not sure. I haven't done a lot of mods, so other than some cosmetic stuff. What I would say, make sure you got some. The first thing you need to do is make sure you got some really good tires that are plenty wide on there because you got a lot of power. And if you're running around with skinny tires or not good gripping tires, mods aren't going to do you any good anyway because you're going to not be able to get any grip. So the number one thing is make sure you got some proper good tires on there. That would be my advice, and I haven't done that myself yet, which I need to do. So cold air intake, yeah. All the taser stuff or a tune or there's a bunch of stuff, but I kind of think tires got to come first. I don't know what you got on there now, but everyone's talking about that pedal commander thing. I don't know much about it. I mean, I've seen some videos. People seem pretty impressed by it. I don't know. Yeah, for me, mods are going to be tires, and tires first, and then we'll see after that. It can't handle the power now, so the tires are a joke. So yeah, I would say invest in some good tires, and you're going to be that's going to make a major difference for you right there, Crazy Game. If you still have the stock tires on it, I would say look at some. Go watch videos and look online. Go to some of the Challenger forums and stuff, and get the recommendations for some tires, and spend a little bit of money on tires, and you'll already get a pretty good jump ahead right there. So, I know the Continental Extreme Contacts, I've heard a lot of good things about. Several people said they're just amazing. They're a little bit expensive, but there's several other people up here earlier that were talking about tires. Then was it Neo 555s or something, which are a little bit less, I think, than the Continentals. And there's several other choices. I know Firestone, Indy 500s, some of those. Make sure you got some good wide tires, some good decent tires, and I think that would be number one thing to do. I mean, I can light up and spin my tires just almost effortlessly without even trying, and there's been a couple times where I almost got, I felt like I was almost going to get in trouble because somebody thought I was trying to show off when I really wasn't. It was basically an accident. I've done that on purpose plenty of times too, obviously, but. All right, people. So the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl and the Rams 2 weeks from today. Yeah, 245s. Still got the Goodyear, what are they? Whatever they are, the 245s that came on the car. The only thing you've done to it is put some Mopar stickers and tinted windows. Well, that's cool. I want to do tinted windows, but like I said earlier, got to get the girl on board. I've got my YouTube channel stickers on those little back side window things, and a few little things, some appearance stuff that I've done, but nothing else. Ben Rebellious says he loves the channel. Thank you. And thanks for being here. Totally appreciate it. Thanks for commenting. Welcome to the channel. We're going to wrap this up in about 8 minutes. Wheels and tire upgrade costs about $2,500 total. Yeah. Yep. I wish I'd have gotten the Dynamics package instead of because I would have got the lighter wheels and tires and everything. But yeah, I don't know. Should have done it. If I could go back and reorder it, I would have done that. I would do it now, but I got what I got. So, although I think that comes with the 6-piston Brembos, which I don't know if I know they're awesome, but the brakes I have now are awesome. So, not sure that's necessary on that car, but. The Crazy Gamers got to go. Keep up the good work. See you. Thank you, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, I kind of like the rims. I like the way the basic rims look. I actually really do. I know a lot of people don't, but I kind of like the way it looks. Some of the other options I don't like quite the appearance wise as much, but they're a little wider and you get a bigger tire on them. But. SRT Crazy says, yeah, the Pats won, but he likes college football better. Anyway, yeah, around here, everybody's into college football. I'm in Nebraska, so everybody's college football crazy here. I'm a Colorado fan, but not even really. I can't even say I'm a Colorado fan, but when it comes to college football, I'm a Colorado fan. I'm not really that into college football. But. Yeah, I was thinking about Demon Replicas too, Farrell Ray. I was thinking about that too. There's some pretty good deals out there. I don't know. I would really like to do that so I can go a little bit wide. I can go a little bit wider with what I got, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something, though. That's going to be the first thing, hopefully this spring or something, and get some tires on there. Maybe I can get that 0 to 60 time down just a little bit. It's really hard to hit that just right with those 245s. You either light them up and spin them like crazy, or you take off so slow that it's hard to hit that nice little spot where you just get it. It's really hard. Pharaoh did 315s in the rear, but had to get spacers. Probably would have been okay with 305s. Yeah, maybe, huh? It probably looks pretty cool, though, with those big-ass tires back there. A guy here in town has a little V6 Mustang, but he's got like 305s or 315s on it. I can't remember. It looks pretty cool, but it's a little V6 Mustang. Those big wide tires look cool on it, though. I gotta give him that. I think they were Mickey Thompson something or another's. But again, I'm like 65 miles from it. There is a tire place here in town, but I don't know. Not sure. I'm not 100% sure if I want to take car, and I don't know what all tires they can even get there. If I can order tires somewhere else, and if they'll mount them and all that, I don't know. But I probably end up just going up to Hastings, Nebraska, or Salina, Kansas, or somewhere to do the tire thing. SRT Crazy likes the Buffs too. Yeah, go Buffs. I don't know what happened last year. We were going undefeated, and then we lost every game the rest of the year. But new coach, I forget the new coach's name. I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, hopefully he can straighten things out. They got the players and they got the facilities. They better win. Yeah, it would have looked good with 305s too. All right, go sniffling again. Yeah, I'm probably going to do 275s because of the wheels I got now, the rims. Can't really go any bigger than that. Or I may get rims in, or, do the whole thing. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Depends how many views I get on my videos and how many people watch the ads. No. Yeah, the 245s are pretty pathetic, but they even kind of look funny from behind. It's like, man, those are skinny on that car, And you can't. It's really hard to launch. It's a lot of fun if you want to have fun. The 245s are great fun if you want to just go crazy and do burnouts and donuts and make a lot of smoke. They're great for that because they don't grip, and not like I'm out drag racing or anything. It doesn't really matter, but I would just like to have a little more grip for those rare times that I actually want to go out in the middle of freaking nowhere where there's not a car for 10 miles and do like a 0 to 60 or a quarter-mile run or something like that. Plus, I just think it'll look better. As you guys know, I'm not out. I don't make a bunch of videos where I'm at the track or the drag strip or doing anything like that or any street racing. So it's not like I super need like a whole lot of grip, but it would be nice to not be kind of ridiculously skinny. Yeah, if you turn it down, if you do something where you're like, oops, I screwed up, I got to, punch it a little bit to get out of this, all of a sudden you realize, oh, there goes the back end. So, yeah. What's up, volunteer? How's it going? Ultra Bluetronics, why can't you monetize your videos? I don't know, do you got 1,000 subscribers yet? And then, I think after that you have to, don't you have to apply for monetization or something now, and they have to review your channel first? I've been monetized for way before I even started doing these car videos and stuff, and I just kind of came into these car videos already monetized, and then they came up with that 1,000 subscriber thing last January, and I got past. I didn't have them at the time, but I got that, so I haven't had any problem. But I think if you get 1,000 now, you still have to don't you have to go through some process where they review your channel or something? But I'm not really sure. 4,000 hours of watch time. Yeah, Pharaoh Ray, I'm sure it's night and day, definitely. Volunteer, we're talking about tires and the ridiculous 245s on the Challengers. We talked a little bit about the football game. And Ultra Bluetronics is talking about their channel where they have 1,000 subscribers, but they're trying to get monetized and apparently haven't succeeded at that yet. I'm not exactly sure what the process is. I know you got to have 1,000 and apparently you got to have 4,000 hours of watch time. I don't know if it's just automatic after that. I think you have to go through some process even then, don't you? I'm pretty sure. I hope they don't come up with any new rules for monetization because I've worked so hard to stay monetized, and I just have I think you have to apply. If I wake up one day and they say you got to have 5,000, I'm going to just and I don't make that much money from this, but it's nice. I mean, I'm going to get, I think, I don't know, I'm not going to tell you, but it's a decent amount that I should be getting on Tuesday. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but it was Martin Luther King Day, so I get it on the 21st. But it's, I'm getting a little bit each month, so it's nice. It makes you feel like you're doing something decent at least, Yeah, I think I heard that too, Octane Hemi. I think it takes some time for them to review the channel. It's not automatic. You got to apply for monetization and they got to look at it. And I don't know what criteria they use when they look at it, but to make sure it's appropriate, I guess. And I'm not sure what all they'd be looking at. I'm not sure what they look at because I had that one of mine get demonetized because I had soap flowing over the hood in a slow motion. And as it was dripping, I had sounds of a girl moaning and having sex over that. And they decided that was inappropriate, so they demonetized the video. But they give you one chance to fix it, and then send it back to them, and they look at it again, decide, well, I took that out, and I put music over that part, sent it back in, and to be reviewed, and they came right back and said, nope, sorry, it's still demonetized. We didn't, it's like, well, there's nothing in there now that was offensive in any way. But so I'm not even sure they looked at it, but I have a feeling they just automatically say, screw you. So who knows what the actual process is on these things? YouTube's a mystery. AdSense and YouTube and all that, and all the algorithms and all that. Who the hell knows what they want? So. Volunteer has a company page. They've only got 3 videos so far. Well, like I said, send me a picture of the car. Demon replicas. I really like the Demon replicas. That's a good looking, really good looking rim, wheel, whatever. Yeah, hi, Octane Hemi. You got to get that 1,000 before the end of the year. Yeah, just keep pumping videos out, man. Put them out. Don't give up. Just keep going. Keep rolling. Keep going. I got another one demonetized for so there was music in it that wasn't that was copyrighted or something, and it was at a car show, and I think there was music in the background, and it showed up on the video because when you go to the car shows and they got music playing, and it wasn't much I could do about that. I just ignored it. They demonetized it. It wasn't getting any views anyway. It was like a year old before they caught it, and it only had like 400 or 500 views altogether, and it hadn't had any views recently. So I didn't even worry about fighting that one. It just was like, okay, fine. But I still go back to that video and watch that one. I think it's called "I'm a Criminal" or something is on the title, or doing crazy stuff in the Scat Pack, and it starts out with the soap coming over the hood. And I watched it like twice after I changed it, and I cannot figure out what they don't like in that video. I don't know. Yeah, I've done some car shows where it was just too damn much music, so I just skipped the commentary, filmed the cars, and then I put my own music over, my own music that I'm allowed to use over the video. So I'm not using any of because every car show, if you're at a classic car show, you're hearing all the Beach Boys and all that other stuff, all that kind of music. And then if you're at a newer car show, you're hearing newer music, and it's really loud, usually loud enough to where it's going to show up on your video. So you really can't avoid that. Yeah, maybe the title. I don't know. Yeah, I had my one chance to fix it, and you don't get another chance to resubmit. So I thought it was because of that girl moaning thing, but maybe it was the title. I probably should have done that all at once. Well, I haven't had any of that happen yet. Hi, King. I put my own. I mute the actual video, and then I put my own music over it. But they haven't picked anything up. I hope not, because I got a couple hundred videos out there. I did get one copyright thing, but it was a song that I got off uh, my editing software. That comes with a bunch of songs that you're allowed to use, and it says you're allowed to use them for your videos, monetized or whatever. You can use them for advertising. You can use whatever you want. If you buy this stuff, you get this along with it. And I used some of those songs, and then one of them, I've used that song in a bunch of them, but one time it showed up, and then I had to fight it, and that immediately, like 24 hours later, I got a thing saying it was fine, and I explained what it was and where I got it and whatever, and it was fine. They remonetized it, whatever. Another one of those videos that wouldn't really matter anyway. And it's not a strike against Matt Count or anything either. It's just a thing that they just don't want to give you money for it then. But it was another one where I didn't really need to fight it because it wasn't going to make me any money anyway, probably. So, or very little, over the next however many years. It might have made me a couple of dollars or something. I wasn't getting any views anymore. So, yeah, I've heard there's times on the music too, like 30 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever. But then I know that, I don't know. I think legally, I think even 1 second of someone else's music that you don't have permission to use is technically not okay. And like I say, they may give you a certain amount of time where they don't really do anything about it, but no, it sucks when you're in the shop working and filming. Why you can't have music on? You got to turn your music off so you can make a video because if it shows up, yeah. Always got to make sure I got the radio in the car muted or off so that I don't pick anything up. I mean, I can understand if you're taking someone's music and putting it in your video on purpose to promote your video. If I took, some band or some hip hop or something music and that was somebody else's and I used it as for my video, but if it just happens to be in the background or something, I don't understand why that's. Yeah, you can't just chill out, listen to some music while you're working because that can help you a lot too. It can help your mood and help you work better if you got some good music that you like. But yeah, if you're making a video, you kind of have to keep it silent. Marty Aragon, what's up? Welcome. Acton Hemi, that's what he got caught with. He was working on his bike. They say that the song was banned in 122 countries. Wow. Damn. Must have been a good song. Yeah, I've always got to make sure the radio's off and pay attention to. I kind of want to make a video about driving music and favorite songs to drive, or what songs make you want to drive faster and stuff like that, or good traveling, good highway songs and stuff like that. But it's kind of hard to make a video about that without putting some of the songs in there. I guess we could just talk about it, but kind of kick that idea around for a video. But it kind of limits you on what you can really do in the video because you can't play any of the songs. So I know there's a lot of people who do like covers of songs. They got their guitar and their microphone and they're on YouTube and they're monetized and they're doing a cover of, whatever band's song. They got a whole bunch of them. They got lots of views. So I'm not sure how I guess if you're performing the song, it's okay to cover it. I'm not really sure how that works, but I know, I was in the music business once. I had a record deal at one time And I still don't know how. So I know there's ASCAP and BMI and all that stuff. And those are like unions that you have to pay to use artist music, even though like if you're in a bar or a restaurant or something, when you have music playing, you have to pay a fee to do that. So, but yeah, I think apparently if you're covering someone's song with your own singing and guitar or piano or whatever it is, apparently, or yeah, I don't know if you have to pay or they get part. I don't know how that works, but Highway to Hell was playing. Marty Argon, you put, yeah, I remember your name now with your pictures. Yeah. Thank you for sending the pictures. I love getting those pictures. Keep sending them, guys. The email address is in all my videos down in the description. And then the ones where I talk about it, I put it up on the screen. But if you want to send any pictures of your vehicles to me, look at any of my videos, go down to the description. And I always put the email in there. So send me pictures of your cars, motorcycles, bicycles, airplanes, boats, scooters, skateboards. I don't care. See you later, Phil Ray. Thanks for being here. It's been fun. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Actually, he says there are some companies that use some music. So yeah, they get started part of the revenue too. Yeah, I've seen a lot of commercials for like these things you can join and you can use all the music, but it's kind of expensive. And my editor comes with quite a bit of music, and then YouTube gives you fairly good. If you scroll through that YouTube library of music you can use, most of there's a lot of good stuff in there. I don't use like, I'd rather put some popular music or whatever in my stuff, but there's a lot of good stuff in there that kind of fits with the video that you're doing. I avoid the ones where they require you to put all the information in the description because it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's like, this is free to use and monetize. Some of them just say that. Some of them say this is free to use and monetize, but you must include in the description, and there's, the music by this person, blah, 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 all this legal stuff. You got to put that in the description. Well, it kind of becomes a pain in the butt. It's not a huge pain in the butt, but I just tend to use the ones that don't say that more. But send me pictures of projects or anything. Hack to Hemi. Shout out to Shaka252. Don't have to worry about getting a copyright. Yeah, he's good. He makes some good music for sure. Search for stuff and snag stuff from other YouTubers. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that will let you use their music, which is really cool. I really like that YouTube music library. There's plenty of stuff in there. I got to search a little bit. It takes a little time to find stuff that I like or whatever that I think fits. A lot of it's not the kind of music that I would personally listen to, but I want it, for the video it fits or whatever. So sometimes I want something more upbeat. Sometimes I want something kind of serious and emotional or whatever. Depends on what kind of video I'm making. If you guys watch my videos at the end, I usually do more cinematic stuff with the car and then some music over it. And that's kind of how I end the videos. So I usually try to find something good for that. Sometimes I want to be excited. Other times I want to kind of be mellow. Just depends on the mood I'm in or what the mood the video I think needs. But they do offer a lot of good stuff, and it's all free to use, for monetization or whatever. So, as well as the stuff, like I said, that came on that came with my video editor. There's also some channels on YouTube. Like there's a free metal. I'm into metal, so there's a free metal songs, and they're on YouTube, and you can go on there, and they have links to their songs. You can download them and use them, and they just ask again. They ask that you put who the song's by. There's a little thing that you're supposed to put in. So I do that once in a while too. Well, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes, so I think I'm going to wrap this up. It is 9:44. I'm going to go see if anybody else has got any live streams on, so I can, check. Marty Aragon, play guitar a little bit. I was a singer in a metal band. I play guitar a little bit, but not very well. A little bit. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We will, I don't know, let's see. Yeah, we'll do this again next week. I was thinking Super Bowl, but we probably won't do it that day. Maybe we will, but we'll be back next week. I may do another one before then, who knows, last week. But oh, cool. Metal. Good job. All right, Marty. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate you guys. You guys rock. You guys are the best, and thank you so much. See you next time, and don't forget to watch my videos and watch everybody else's videos too. Let's support all those channels, everybody. And like I said, feel free in any of my videos to promote your own channel down below in the comments or over here in the live comments. So good night, and good night. Thank you, guys.